for over 3 months. 3 months! You have taken all I have. Everything. If John dies, I will kill myself. So John is the son, the sick child who has been at the hospital for 3 months. And I'm guessing the father probably was looking out for lucrative ways to multiply his money so he can treat his sick child. And apparently one of the ways was through this guy, and he had no idea it was a scam. Now, it's one thing to beg, express displeasure, express heartbreak. It's another thing for the person that you express all of this to laugh about it, make mockery of it, and even boast about it. So he typed a reply. Whether he sent it or not, I wouldn't know. You know this LOL, laugh out loud, the emoji, yeah. He typed about 1, 2, 3, 4 of it into the reply box, and then one emoji showing teary eyes. Building on the emotional impact of such crimes on the victims and the severity of crime, and if I like to add, the cruelty with which it was executed. You knew fully well that what you are going to take from this guy is meant for his sick child, as well as some other perpetrators of fraudulent, crimes. They sometimes prey on these very vulnerable individuals, take advantage of their state of vulnerability, clear their accounts, and leave them at a more devastated state. Now, this guy is threatening suicide. For some people we have not heard of, they actually went through with it. And then some other guy is rejoicing, probably painting the town red, driving one, going to show up at any pub, lounge, bar, you name it, club, and have them do Dorime for them, order Azul, squander the money, play some really good songs and vibe to it, disturb the entire neighborhood. I don't hammer, I don't blow. Tell me, do you believe the punishment for financial fraudsters in Nigeria, including fines and jail time, is strong enough? Or should we be considering more severe penalties to truly deter this crime? And let me start by saying this. I know every time we bring up such stories, some of us are quick to blame the victims. Why didn't you check? Why didn't you do your due diligence? Oh, you should have known better. Oh, it's just greed that is doing some of you. Well, some of them, it is not greed. They just needed a way to solve a problem. And the way that presented itself, unknown to them, was a fraudulent way. And trust me, they say desperate times call for desperate measures. And even when sometimes it is glaring that this may not work, sometimes they want to hold on to that little faith and hope that this is better than trying. If I do nothing, this child will die, or this situation will get bad, or this will happen, or that will happen. If I do something, maybe, just maybe. Because it could have been legit. It could have been a legitimate venture, and they may have missed out on the legitimate venture. On the other hand, it could have been illegitimate, and they lose everything. Even the little they had saved up. Gone. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0037. 0003. WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809-030-6416. On X, we're at Nigeria Info PH, and our Facebook page remains Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. And then, on Talking Figures today, our conversation is centered around intellectual property for businesses. My guest, an intellectual property lawyer, will be joining me, Omotayo Abiode, all the way from somewhere in Nigeria, over the phone line, by the way. I have Daniel. I wonder where Daniel is calling me from. Daniel is calling from Imogate.
You know.
Hi, Daniel. How you doing today?
Yes, you get Daniel Imogate in Oswako. We have a rainy day, you know it.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
If you start from here to your station, it's not too far like that.
Are you serious?
Yes. And the subject matter, the essence or the reason why they punish offenders or criminals is to serve as deterrent to others. Not only financial crime or whatever, but I tell you that Nigerian laws are just like even those that they can, I don't know whether to use the word manage, convict or whatever. It's just a slap on the wrist. And this is the reason why you see, you know that this financial crime, the environment in which I find myself, when they call you, they want to hide you. So Yahoo boy, and that is, they are hailing you. It is no longer, I don't know, crime or sin. That's the way I look at it. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you too. Zion from Jerry, welcome Zion, talk to me.
Well, our laws here did not give
Zion, I can barely hear you, please speak up.
maybe for death sentence or otherwise, they are not capital punishment. But when it comes to forfeiture, imprisonment, those ones are recorded. But the question is, does the punitive measure deter these guys not to commit this crime? That is the severe question we ask ourselves. And I think we as a people, we are benefiting from this crime. This crime itself, we are benefiting from it, and we don't want to speak about it. Except those who have been the victims or those from the onset. Oh, it's bad, oh. No, not it's bad, oh. The woman that she knows her son is not working. His income does not worth giving her 5 million, and the son brought in that money. What is the action of the mother? A community that knows that this young man has no source of income that can give the whole chiefs order a jeep or whatever, or build this, sponsoring this, they know what is the position of the community. My sister, I felt we are not doing well to protect our country. And to a large extent, even the authorities are supporting it. And that is why it's very hard to deal with this issue. When you hear a situation, they are now carrying POS machine. Now inserting and... See, let me be honest to you, man. The very day banks no longer give out money from the ATM terminal, they now resort to to POS, and Nigeria now capture the POS economy into our SEC, and now telling us that at a certain quarter, so billions have been remitted from the POS. I know that we are in a criminal environment. Go and check any country in the world, if not only for Nigeria. POS is now a business you can see everywhere. And that alone is a sign you cannot track them. If you are not a great person, you don't have the proper infrastructure to track that POS. How many of you can have the money to pay for the infrastructure to track a POS that your money was delivered out of? My sister, until we have better Nigerian conscientized citizens who love this country to protect this country, a lot of criminal activity, financial crime be committed. Before I leave the floor, man, the ones that just defected particular party that have criminal case, financial case on their neck, what happened to them? But we are very quick to chase the little ones. We are very quick to condemn these ones. What about those ones? How come a young child will shut down the whole club? We even ask a matured man like me, Shaman, you can take one bottle, I am here. No, don't take that one, take this other one. What is... Let me...
All right, Zion sound pained. He sounds pained. And I can totally understand. But the punitive measures already established, is it enough to serve as deterrent? Muriel from Okrika, welcome to the sunny side, Muriel.
Thank you, Didi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You see, I was discussing with someone last week, and he was telling me, he said, he just placed a ban on some this paste, tomato paste. And I told him that and I tried to remind him that there was a time they placed a ban too on sachet drinks, this small drink, sachet hot drink.
Yeah, I remember.
Everywhere. And we were discussing, and the person said he does not blame these people that are committing this crime. That he blames government for not punishing these people, bringing out a very serious one. He was trying to cite China. That in China, all these criminal actions, especially when you produce something that has killed, that there was a time when they produced a baby cereal, and it killed almost 6 children. They now pressed it to the top. It was instant execution. That if we could have this, it will really reduce crime. Be it Yahoo, be it all these people, that it will really reduce crime drastically, knowing that the consequences is instant death, and it doesn't even take time. The sentence is just the judge, they just sentence you fast, and there's a special court for it, so that it will not be cumbersome, it will not pile up with all the so many cases in court. For crime and criminality, this corruption cases fast. The judgment is fast and instant. So I was saying, I said, yeah, that is good as well. But what about the people? Do you exclude the people too that are committing this sin? Where is their conscience? Where is their humanity? He said, no, that less people humanity. That don't I know that the Bible even said the heart of man is desperately wicked? That it is the law that will deter people. That evil thought that is coming up. You're trying to defraud person. You know the means. You have all the means. Every equipment you have at your fingertips. You can defraud tens of thousands of people and get away with it. Look at MMM. When MMM was there, trust me, my colleagues, oh God, they fell prey. And my luck was that I wanted to do, and my husband said this morning, so we can use this money and go and add to your business. You want to eat and go and say, I said, are you sure? He said, go and add it with this small, even no matter how small it is, add it to your business and be doing your small hustle. That was what saved me. If not, I've almost done it. So it is because, so I totally agree with him when he said he blames everything on the government. Because there is nowhere you will not see corrupt people. People want to defraud people. People want to make money by all means. But it is the law that scares them. So I think there are not very strict consequences for all these actions. People get away with it. Yeah, there are organizations, before you know, you tip them off. You tip the EFCC, ICPC. Before you know, trust me, Didi, most of all those officers are billionaires in their own state. You will not know. So that is what is happening. They don't, even if you go to the, what they call customs, goods that are coming, contraband goods, bad tires,
all right.
Thank you. It is just settlement. If you can settle when they will allow you pass, the ones that they are holding down is the ones that have refused to settle or don't even.
All right, thank you. David from Rumokoro waited for quite a while. I'm sorry, David, you would have to call back. Penalty for financial crimes and fraudsters. My concern is on the emotional impact of such crimes on the victims. You are so comfortable with taking someone's hard-earned or hard-generated income you did not work for. You scheme. I don't know. You know how, hold on a second. You know how even when you're trying to ask someone for something legitimate, you're putting your thoughts together because you're trying to appeal, you're begging. And while you're trying to do that, a part of you is lost because you're swallowing your pride to reach out to this person. And you hope the person gives to you. And for those of us that are not entitled to people's monies, when it does come, we are so filled with gratitude. Someone else, on the other hand, is devising means, coming up with ways to scam people, to make them part with their hard-earned money, deceiving them. See, they hatch the plan in such a way that you will fall. You know, when I think of these scams, most times, I remember the scripture that says, let he that stands, take heed lest he falls. So what you think, no, scam not going to catch me for waiting me, rugged me. When these people are skimming their way and they are plotting their graph and they are saying that they have plan A, plan B, plan C up until plan G or even till Z, one, we shall just catch you. So know all the red flags. Don't be in a desperate position. Pray not to be in a desperate position. Again, building on the emotional impact of such crimes and victims and the severity of the crime and the cruelty with which it was executed, do you believe the punishment for financial fraudsters in Nigeria is strong enough? Or should we be considering more severe penalties to deter such crimes? Until the law pronounces a capital punishment for financial crimes in Nigeria, the evil will continue flying. For that is Lemo from Chokocho. Didi, I made bold to say some security personnel enable these fraudsters, Yahoo boys. They allow them operate when the boys dash them money. Had an experience when one bashed my car, took them to a police station, but the guy's car was released before mine after the traffic officer collected some money from them openly. I had to change them for the police people before I got my car. Hello, Didi. The only way to stop these guys from defrauding people is to do proper restitution to the level of arresting the girl he used the money to buy wig for. Phones and clothes. Everybody will now learn how to ask questions before you follow a guy, because most of them do this to impress girls. We need proper restitution. Emmanuel from Iwafe. Did the guy send him to go and do Yahoo? Nigeria Info. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Yeah, Didi. My name is Davis.
Davis, welcome.
Yeah, I'm calling from Puerto. Yeah, I want to ask from what Zion have said and Marian. I want to ask this: apart from the police and the Nigerian Army and this EFCC, they are involved. They are into financial crime of a team. Why not this bank? Concerning this POS, instead of putting money on the ATM, we are now using POS as the other means. They can't go to the bank and since they are into financial something, even this such as something of a team is still into financial something. I read these people and prosecute them. That's my question. I just want to know the work of the EFCC.
What's the work of the EFCC? Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. I mean, their title already describes their work. Economic and financial crimes. If you commit a crime, a crime against, they will catch you. Someone says, we blame the government in everything, but neglecting the fact that we, the people, are contributing more to the problem we face today. Charity begins at home. Please, let's clean our home first. Fathers, mothers should work on their children. Imagine in my area, parents are buying phones and encouraging their little children to scam. Too bad, please. Unjoko Chinedu Augustine from Eche. Unjoko, please tell me you're joking. No, I want to be... Parents are buying phones for their children to learn how to scam. Money you did not work for. What makes you feel entitled to money you did not work for? And this goes beyond financial crimes to armed robbers and kidnappers. You just want to lazy about and take from people who do not even... See, all of us are suffering this suffer together at the end of the day. Are we not? Are we not all buying things from the same market?
Nigeria Info. Right back after this.